Hello, welcome to another performance from La Mesita. Remember, you are listening to WLPN 105.5 FM, Lumpen Radio, Chicago. We are broadcasting live from the chill space here at Yollocalli Arts Reach. My name is Juno, and I'm here with
Yadira.
Today, we have a special guest.
Mila La Morena is a fusion of R&B, Latin, and alternative. She incorporates all the genres she grew up with to tell her story of being Latine in the U.S. with heartbreak and queerness. They have been performing in Chicago since 2018 and songwriting since the age of 5. Not to mention, she has the best fits on the gram. Her newest song and music video, Tu Mamá También, just dropped this past month, and we can't wait to hear more of the performance today on La Mesita. But before all that, let's get to know the band a bit more. Hello and welcome to Mila and band. Thank you for joining us today. We are very grateful to speak with you on our show.
Thank you guys.
Before we get started, could you all introduce yourselves?
Yes. My name is Mila La Morena.
I'm Taylor.
I'm Jade. And I'm Mike.
Thanks. And how are you feeling today?
I feel good. I'm tired, but we're good. I think we're feeling the coldness right now of the weather, but really excited to be here.
Thank you for joining us today, and for the listeners out there, what is Mila up to these days?
I would say a little bit of everything right now. I've slowed down performing right now because I'm trying to concentrate a little more on writing. I think like with the seasons, I kind of tend to write my music more in the winter when I'm like locked in and cold, and then like later when summer comes, we're like performing. But yeah, we're gonna hopefully get together soon and do some more songwriting. We usually go to Jade's place to do our songwriting and our practices. So we're probably gonna do that pretty soon.
We saw videos of your performance last night, and it looked great. What does the process of putting together a music set look like for the band?
That's a good question. Do one of you guys wanna hop in on that?
Yeah, putting together a music set. I mean, we have our repertoire of songs we know, and, you know, we also like to throw in our own surprises and spice it up with maybe a cover or, you know, maybe a song that we haven't played in a while. So for the last show, one thing that we got to do was do a Pierce the Veil cover, and that was so fun. It stretched all of us to, like, really know our parts, be able to hold it down. Like, we really put in work for that, and, you know, it helps us grow together and grow as artists, and, you know, kind of fuels the inspiration for as we get into the writing process a little bit more.
Yeah, and I think we kind of cater like the songs that we do depending on what the show is, because a lot of my music is like all over the place. Like we have a lot of emo songs, we have some like more Latin traditional, more reggaeton songs. So like depending on the show, we'll kind of tweak it. So that Pierce the Veil one was really cool because I had like a ballet folklorico moment, and I had like the falda and everything during the Bulls in the Bronx part. So it was like a really perfect blend, I think. That show was like a really good set list, I think.
Yeah, you're always really good at like tailoring the set to like the performance, whether we're doing like the kind of comedy shows or like more of a stage club sort of date or a festival. Like you always know the vibe and you always pick the best songs for it.
Thank you.
Do you have any pre-show rituals that you like to do every show?
I wish we did. I wish we had something like more like set. We'd just be getting food. Food that like I shouldn't be eating before my show.
Lately, as like a warm-up routine, I like to like, whether it's in the green room or like dancing for one of the opening bands, I like to really get my heart rate up and move around and get the energy up. Because sometimes if I'm not like warming up on the instrument to get my fingers warm, like just like getting my body and my blood flowing like really helps. So I like to do that. And also not every show, but also I like to drink some tea sometimes beforehand.
Yes, tea and a shot. For good luck.
You also got to play at Ruido Fest this past summer, and we were at Wattz, got the chance to interview backstage. What was it like playing at your first ever Ruido Fest?
It was crazy. It was really, really cool. I think I started feeling the emotion of it like as soon as I like got the call and like they asked me to do it. So it was kind of crazy, like the whole process of like, oh my God, they really picked me. Like I'm actually on this lineup with all these people I love. And then being there was just, yeah, I mean, it was the biggest stage I think everyone here has performed on, question mark. Maybe Jade has performed on like a similar size stage, but it was, for some reason it wasn't intimidating, but it was like, damn, like I was winded because you're running like I want to use the whole stage, so I'm literally like I underestimated the cardio that went into like literally being, you know, on a stage that big, but it was great, and it made me excited to do it again. Like I just feel like that's just gonna be the first of like many.
Could you tell us a little more about how the band first formed and where your passion for music comes from?
Yeah, so the band first, I started going by Mila La Morena, I think in 2018, 2019?
2018, I think my first show with you was that like Berwyn, like street fest show. It was 2018.
Yeah, Jade played for my first show ever, and then I literally changed my band completely because I was just convinced that no one wanted to play with me.
Yeah,
like,
you
I
were
didn't
playing without a
tell
bass
you
player,
that.
and I was like, Mila, like, why didn't I get the call? I miss you.
I was such an amateur at the time, and I wasn't getting paid for my gig, so I felt really bad, like, asking people to play with me. But then, like, slowly and surely, I kind of started substituting people out, and yeah, it was like a slow process. Like, Jade was definitely one of the first people, well, was my first and only bass player, actually. Yeah, literally. And then Mike came, and then Taylor, right? Yes. So Mike came November of last year, or September of last year. Fall of last year, right?
Yeah, I think the show was in November.
Okay.
But we started practicing
Yeah.
September.
October, end of October.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I wanted, my sound has evolved so much since I started. I think it was a lot jazzier in the beginning, and it's become a little bit more angsty and pop punk. So I was like, I need a guitar player that can freaking play like, you know, heavy. So I was like, Mike is so diverse and in the way that he keeps that energy, and that's like consistent throughout all my music. And then freaking Taylor has just been amazing. It's hard to find drummers out here in Chicago, and I need a new drummer, and Taylor's been amazing. Taylor's been a dream. They've all been like, I couldn't be happier with my band right now. Like, I think our energy is like really important to me. The way that we get along and the way that we are able to just like joke around, because I just feel it makes me feel more comfortable on stage, and that's really important to me because I'm very alive on stage. Like, I don't want someone to be watching us and be like, oh my God, they're like awkward. Like they don't even like each other. Like you can kind of tell when you see bands and they like are playing like professionally and don't actually talk to each other. Like it just loses a sense of like chemistry. And yeah, if you guys have any to add to that? No?
Where has your passion for music, like, where did it come from?
It's been ever since I was young. Yeah, it was kind of crazy because my family has like no musicians, so I always felt kind of weird that I loved music so much and was kind of like just trying to find any outlet. Like I did choir in elementary school, I did show choir, I did theater, I did all these things, and wrote music at a really young age. I started writing music, like writing little songs when I was like in 3rd grade, and then like they were obviously so bad, and I didn't take it super seriously, but I was just like writing like. There was a show at the time called Unfabulous, and it's about this girl who literally like she's in middle school and she like goes through this drama, and then she like writes a song about it when she gets home. And I was like, oh my God, like I want to do that. And so I did that. And yeah, I mean, I think it took like moving to Chicago and like seeing how people can just be musicians and not have to be like pop stars, and like can do it just so like anyone can do it. Like, and I think, you know, I grew up in the suburbs, so I was like, I didn't know it was possible to do music without being like a child star or being famous. So it was just like, yeah, I think growing into it, I've just kind of found my flow with it. And yeah.
When our team was listening to your music, we noticed how versatile you are with your music style, language, and it's tied to your identity. Has it been hard to incorporate your gender, culture, and queerness with the music that you and your band have created?
That's a great question. Has it been hard? No. It's been really easy because I don't know. I feel like that's the truest thing to my music, like talking about my experiences and being myself and, you know, and again, that's why I love this group because I think I draw so many inspirations from all of you, like in queerness and like in our music influences and then in my Latinidad. It was an important story for me to tell that I have always felt too white for the Mexicans and too Mexican for the white people. Like I've always felt just like very in between, and even in being like gay or queer, like, and like also like not fully like girly, I was like, I just felt so weird. And I was like, I know I'm not the only one. Like, and I think it's important that Latinos see that they don't have to just be this hypersexual girl or machismo guy. Like it's just so opposite ends of the spectrum. So I was like, I'm just gonna be my fucking self and like stay true to it. And I see more and more artists like doing that and just being themselves, and it's really great to see.
How have the women in your life shaped Mila to who she is today?
My mom, shout out Griselda. So I was named after my grandma, who is my mom's mom, and she died when my mom was 14, so I never met her. But she was like one of the strongest women I had ever heard of. She had 5 daughters, and her husband died before my mom was born. So like she was literally like raising 5 daughters forever. And so like me being named after her, I just like literally felt born with the responsibility of like carrying on her name and like being like a strong woman. And then my mom too, like she was a single mom for a long time. So I think she's taught me so much about like being okay with myself and like being a strong woman. And like I'm so grateful that she was able to show me like that emotions are okay. And I know that's a thing that's like very rare in Latino culture. Like a lot of times parents like do not want to hear you cry. Like they do not want to hear any of that. So she really did a great job in like showing me to stay true to my emotions, and that there's strength in that, and strength in like expressing myself and being like affectionate. So yeah, I think she's like my biggest inspiration and in my way of just being and being like as caring as I can.
That sounds great. Your new music video, Y Tu Mamá También, just dropped and we loved it. Can you tell us about the process of putting it together and the decision to use Bratz dolls instead of Barbies?
Yeah, that's great. That's a really good question. I mean, I think it's obvio why I used Bratz dolls instead of Barbies, because like I think Bratz were just like, they looked like women of color, and I was like, stop, like that's so cute. And yeah, they have that sassiness that just Barbies don't. You know what I mean? Like the outfits are cute and everything, and I loved Bratz dolls when I was little.
And they got that cut crease.
And the what?
The cut crease.
The cut crease.
They always got a real nice eye.
Yes, their makeup is always on point.
Show me a Barbie with an eye like that.
Right. I'm saying, or lips.
Right.
But so that's why I chose that. And I decided to do it like that because we were actually in the pandemic when I was like, I want to do a video for this. I can't really. I think maybe I was like looking at like a claymation video or something, and I was like, damn, I've always wanted to do a claymation. Like I've always wanted to do a stop motion video. And I was like, okay, like let me try. Like, and so I had to buy all the stuff. Like I did it basically by myself. My partner helped with a little bit of it, which was so funny to see him playing with Bratz dolls and making them kiss.
I remember, didn't you you borrowed the dollhouse? You like took parchment paper home.
I bought the dollhouse, and this stuff is expensive, y'all. Like I remember Bratz being like $10. They're like they like don't exist anymore. They're like collectibles. So I think I paid like $50 for 10 brats, like off eBay, and they were like used, like
what is
pelo,
the
like
equivalent
up,
now?
like huh?
What's the equivalent now instead of Bratz dolls, like those LOL dolls?
Oh yes, and they're not. I was not about to use LOL dolls. Like, it was not the same. So it was a whole process. Like and I had to buy like little alcohol bottles. Like I really put like a lot of like details into it, and like in the storyline, even the storyline, I was like, this needs to tell a story, and yeah, it took maybe like 2 months because I was taking my time with it. And filming it because it was photos. It's like stop motion, so it's photo, like, you know, adjusting. So it took a minute, but it was worth it. But it was super fun.
I love eBay so much.
I love eBay.
I love eBay. I just bought like a TV from there right now.
That's awesome.
Wait. Oh, okay. We here at YOLO love our snacks. What is the band's favorite must-have snack?
You guys go first. I want to hear yours.
Oh, I already know. Give you a mic. Eggo waffles. So good. I eat at least 2 each day. That is a snack.
I didn't expect it.
So good, guys. I have like a 40 pack in like my freezer. No.
Something that's ready.
You can get that's like 5 minutes. You don't got 5 minutes out of your day to put a.
I can't put that
So good. I eat those every day. That's it. That's all.
Lately for me, I've been doing Funyuns with hot sauce.
Ooh.
Honestly, any kind of Doritos, any flavor. Yeah, Doritos. Every day. Every day.
I don't even know mine. What have I been eating?
Spicy nacho or like.
No purple bag. Yeah.
Purple bag.
Purple bag.
The sweet chili.
The purple bag is great.
Oh my god. They had those at the gig. They had like a big bag of them at the gig, and I was like eating them up, dude. My breath. Anyway.
Taylor was like, "This is the best show ever." My favorite snack is probably. Damn, I don't really snack like that either. I feel like I also eat whole entrees and call it a
Poke
snack.
bowl.
Like chicken nuggets. Like I'll call that a snack any day. A 10-piece.
You get a poke bowl every rehearsal.
Oh wait, no, not poke. Acai bowl.
Yeah.
Acai bowls are my freaking weakness.
As Chicagoan natives, what's your favorite spot in the city to hang?
Ooh, in general. Interesting. Do you guys have any?
I'm native to Peoria, Illinois, and in general, Peoria is my favorite spot to hate.
Oh, it's a hate?
Yeah.
Wait, it's hang, right?
Oh.
Not to hate, hang out.
My bad.
That's a cute little shout out, though.
Yeah. Shout out to Peoria. My favorite place to hang.
Yeah. I was like, Peoria?
Yeah, no. You know, I like really going to these different arcade bars where I can play skee ball and like I always like playing at Emporium because then I can, you know, play some Tetris and some Pac-Man and play a show. I like Replay. I like, you know, all the different arcade bars. They're really fun to me.
I have a question for you. Have you ever been to Galloping Ghosts?
Mm-mm.
Okay, because they have a bunch of old arcade games there. Like, just a whole bunch of them. I don't know. I just feel like you'd probably like that place.
I gotta try it out. I gotta try it out.
Like South?
It's... I don't know.
Oh, you don't know?
I don't know. I don't know where it is. But, yeah, it's really cool.
Word.
I'm there.
I'm gonna say Boys Town for now, because I'm just getting like hip to it a little bit. But I went this like last weekend and I enjoyed everything about it.
She just turned 21.
I did just turn 21. It's whatever, but I had such a blast.
I mean, it's hard to choose. I just like going where my friends work at and just kind of visit them working because, I mean, also because I get discounts now. But but it's just nice seeing my friends working, hanging out. And usually I don't get to see people too much because I work nights all the time. So yeah, whenever I get time to go out, go visit my buddies working.
I'm changing my answer. Riverside Mall. Dude, like,
my God, I
that
just
is my
went there.
favorite place to be. Catch me at Riverside Mall any weekend. I'm just like there forever, just like,
Oh my God, I just went there yesterday.
Love it. Mall vibes.
Because I feel like malls are really dying, and that one's always popping.
Yeah.
It's always
But
popping.
you like when people are there?
At the mall?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a community. It's
Oh, I hate when people are there.
you like going to a dead mall.
Yes.
Ugh.
I love a dead mall because then I have everything to myself. Like, I can take my time. I can freaking, I don't know, like have my space
No,
and
I
not
like
like
to-
fight over clothes with people.
I like to eavesdrop. I like the chisme. I like just seeing the community, like
high schoolers.
getting a pretzel. and Riverside Mall has 2 Indians. There's one on the top floor and the bottom floor. Like,
Okay, that's valid. That's the best.
We're just talking about that.
Those pretzels are like insane. I've never had any like better pretzels in that place.
Indians?
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you like say? Like you're like what? Like yeah.
You're right.
You agree? I know. So good.
I'll be quick with mine. Mine's just the park, low key. I feel like I've been really liking Horner Park. Why are you laughing? It's really big. I like watching the dogs, and I like people watching. I'm creepy. And yeah, I don't know. I've been really enjoying that actually. And also, I don't have money, so it's free.
Okay. What influence do you hope to have on the young creatives of Chicago?
Oh, that's happy. I think more than anything, like what I was saying earlier, I think it's really important to me to show another story of Latinidad, and to show like visibility in that and like make people feel good in whatever and however they express themselves, like gender-wise, sexuality. Even if, like, you know, the Latinos that don't know Spanish, like, I do speak Spanish and English, but, you know, I'm not, like, crazy fluent in Spanish. Like, I'll be corrected by, you know, Mexicans or my family at home in Mexico, like, any day. So I think more than anything, it's just to show them, like, that they can do the same thing and you don't have to look like everybody else, you know, that we're seeing in media to follow your dreams.
Are there any future projects that we should be looking out from Mila La Morena?
Yes, I'm like just trying to think of what it is. I think I have a single coming. I have a single coming. I think it'll either be the end of this month or early December. It's gonna be called Un Poquito, and it's gonna have a music video with it too. Not knowing.
Thank you for your time, Mila. Are there any final thoughts you would like to share with the audience?
Do you guys have anything? Just thank you. Thank you for your time and thank you guys for the program. I'm like, I don't know, I'm a really big fan of Yollocalli, and like every time I go to Pilsen, like I'm always just so happy to be in this area. My mom like moved us from the city to the suburbs when I was really young, and I'm always like so jealous of you guys. I'm like, oh, I think about it all the time, how different my life would be if I was surrounded by like a lot of Latinos my whole life, and how much more happy I would be in accepting myself. And I think I would have accepted myself a lot sooner. So I want to thank you guys, and I hope you guys feel like happy that you're a part of this program.
We are. And where may the listeners find like your music or in future events and stuff like that?
Yeah, Spotify, Instagram, I'll post like everything. So if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see my shows and everything, and I'll announce my songs and all that. And also TikTok.
Thank you all, and thanks to our listeners.
We are Sonic Vibes, and this has been La Mesita with Mila La Morena. Remember, you are listening to WLPN LP 105.5 FM, Lumpen Radio, Chicago, broadcasting from the chill space here at Yollocalli.
Sueños colorosos donde no hay culpa, sueños donde tengo una disculpa, sueños de un día que te puedo creer, quiero creer, quiero creer. Maybe Maybe if I put on this lip gloss, maybe it'll make me feel strong. Maybe if I give you a fake name, then I can stop feeling this way. Quiero ser so lovely. Quiero ser so lovely. Quiero ser so lovely. Lovely. Quiero ser so lovely. Solo quiero lovely. Wanna be your lovely, lovely, lovely. Tomas hasta que no hay nada. Buscas a alguien que tiene lo que te falta. Mami es tu tesoro. Cada novio no es oro. Don't get mad, don't get violent. No one cares about your mountain. You gotta be soft and gentle, baby. Quiero ser so lovely. Quiero ser so lovely. Quiero ser so lovely. Lovely, lovely. Quiero ser so lovely. Solo quiero lovely. Quiero ser so lovely, lovely, lovely. Niña buena, niña obediente. Yo hago lo que tú quieres. Niña buena, niña obediente. Quiero ser tu fuente. Quiero ser so lovely. Solo quiero lovely. Wanna be your lovely, lovely, lovely. Ooh. Oh, lovely, lovely.
Thank you guys. That song is called Lovely. My next song is called Cabron.
Cabrón, que nunca me hables así. Cabrón, que nunca pienses en mí. Baby, you are dead to me. You chose your own destiny. And that's how you liking the taste of me. Content to think you got the best of me. I'll let it be, 'cause you're gonna learn that you can't be the other woman and win. 'Cause boys don't give a shit, no, he didn't give a shit about either of us. You could give the boy a world, anything that he wanted, then he gets bored, find another, you lost it. Where did I go wrong? No honey, y'all just don't belong. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh, cabrón, que nunca me hables así. Cabrón, que nunca pienses en mí. Baby, you are dead to me. Don't you know that you're dead to me? You chose your own destiny. Mijita, el tiempo te cura y jamás pensarás en él, te juro. Un día sabrás por qué no pasó con ese. Mi mamá, mi mamá, mi mamá ya sabía. Who she knew about you. Gave it all, at least I could say that. Glad to know I really lost you so fast. I lost you so fast, so fast. Cabrón, que nunca me hables así. que nunca pienses en mí. Baby, you are dead to me. Don't you know that you're dead to me? You chose your own destiny. Cabrón, que nunca me hables así. Cabrón, que nunca pienses en mí. Baby, you are dead to me. Don't you know that you're dead to me? You chose your own destiny. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 Thank you guys. I have two more songs. This next one is called Sagitario. Enamorado, yo te noto aquí. Energía explosiva y tranqui. En segundos tú me miras en mí. Luego hablando y tomando conmigo. Vamos a un viaje. Somos los personajes principales en este cuento. Conexión tan fácil como rompecabezas, mami. Mami, I've just got to know. Oh, Sagitario, Sagitario, extraordinario, extraordinario. Vamos a una aventura. We've got all of the time in the world. So what you gonna do? You're gonna make me your girl. You got time to make your decision, babe. We're standing so still, but the sky keeps spinning. Las estrellas me susurran, escucha. Sus decisiones son absolutas. Estamos cayendo uno hacia el otro. Este momento es para nosotros. Let's do it, baby. Give it up for Mike. Las estrellas nos susurran, escucha. Sus decisiones son absolutas. Estamos cayendo uno hacia el otro. Este momento es para nosotros. Let's do it, baby. Sagitario, Sagitario, extraordinario, extraordinario. Vamos a una aventura. Tan fácil, baby. Tan fácilmente, baby. Tú te gustan cosas malas. No te importa if they judge us. Sagitario, Sagitario. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. This is my last song. It's
called Me Caigo. Thank you again for having me.
Puedes hacer mi todo, puedes hacer mi solo, aunque buscamos otro amor otra vez. You could be something or just to be nothing. The cycle goes again. Don't know why I've heard every time giving you all of me. Me caigo en tus pies. Me caigo en tus pies. Cada vez que yo te veo a ti. Llámame, llámame de su nombre. No te vas con otro hombre. Want you to want me like I have been wanting you. You could be something or just to be nothing. The cycle goes again. Don't know why I've heard every time giving you all of me. Me caigo en tus pies. Me caigo en tus pies. Cada vez que yo te veo a ti. Me caigo a tus pies.